Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel, AC Astro. Before I start this video for next ascendant today, I will like to say happy birthday to all of the family members of AC Astro. Today is the day when AC Astro is celebrating his first birthday, and also I will like to take an opportunity to say happy Kal Bhairav Jayanti to all of you. Jai Kal Bhairav. Now, today the sign is Libra, and Akash ji is all set with 2024 whole year prediction of Libra people. Let's welcome Akash Chauhan ji from Calgary, Canada. Akash ji, namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram, and happy birthday to
Happy
ACS2.
birthday to you too. It is happy birthday of AC Astro. We started this with small hope that by end of December 2023, we will be able to have 1,000 subscribers. But fortunately, we are at 36,000 now. And
Extended family of 36,000.
yeah, and it will. I think by the time we celebrate next birthday, we will be 100,000. So hopefully,
Definitely, for sure.
let's hope
For
for the
sure.
best. Now, Rohit, today we are going to talk about Libra for
First, I will
2024.
like to say that you also say Jai Kal Bhairav.
Jai Kal.
Jai Kal Bhairav.
It's like not Jai Kal Bhairav, it's like Om Kal Bhairavaya Namaha.
Om Kal Bhairavai now. Very good. Om Kal
Yes.
Bhairavai.
Yeah, so Rohitji, moving forward to Libra Ascendant, here we go. 2024 for Libra. The Lagna Lord is Venus. And here you have to see what the important planet, that is Jupiter, owner of the third house and owner of the sixth house, is currently in a situation or was in a situation of retrograde motion. And because it is the house of hardships and diseases and problems and obstacles, this planet is very, very important. As it is currently sitting in the position of Pad Prapati or some kind of getting some kind of recognition. That is where Jupiter comes into play in the horoscope of Libra people. We'll call Libra only because otherwise Vandana ji number one will come and say that don't tell Libra. Anyways, this is a very, very special Lagna because I have very, very beautiful friends who are very close to me through this ascendant. So December 31st, Jupiter turns direct into Aries. That means seventh house. Number one, your relationships. Number two, your goals. Number three, your own self, the confidence, and number four, your siblings or any kind of short distance journey that you're planning to do. It will be very favorable for you. The main thing is the main very good news is related to your seventh house, that is to your relationships. If your relationship were in some kind of trouble, it will now repair. There is going to be complete blessing of Jupiter that you are going to get. Later on 2nd of January, Mercury turns direct into Scorpio. Now another planet, Mercury, is very important for Libra ascendant. If Mercury is good, people will go abroad. Simple as that. Because it is the owner of the ninth house as well as the 12th house. It was retrograde. Now it also turns direct into Scorpio on January 2nd. Here, if you see, Scorpio is the second house of money, of wealth, and also a Maraka house. So the 12th house lord in the second house is always good because it gives you extremely good results. So all the best, there will be money inflow. Later on, Mercury says, okay, finally I am done. I will enter into Sagittarius on 7th of January. So Mercury enters into Sagittarius into your third house, restoring a lot of your communication abilities. Very soon, Mercury, is going to take such position where it will combust also under the influence of Sun. So Mercury will not be able to give very good results unless Sun enters into Capricorn. That is, Sun enters into Capricorn on 15th of January, marking the biggest day of 2024 January, that is Makar Sankranti. Whenever Sun enters into Makara Rashi, it becomes Makar Sankranti. Beautiful day of celebration. So here, be happy, enjoy. All the people or the family member who are from Sikh religion will also be making Rohitji, Lodi. There many people will be making Pongal and so many festivals around as soon as Sun enters into into Capricorn sign, so Makar Sankranti. Later on, Venus enters into Sagittarius, and Venus entering Sagittarius means the Lagna Lord coming into the third house. Because Mars also being here, there is going to be some gains that you will get through your speech or through your communication. So it is very good. Sun in the fourth house will restore your happiness in your home area. So that is also favorable. Bigger planets like Rahu and Ketu are sitting in Dushtanas, that is the 12th house and the uh, 6th house. So here in Dushtanas, they will give good results. So overall, if we say a very positive time for uh, Libra ascendant people in the starting of the month. Especially Rahu in the 6th house will make sure that any enemy that come in front of you, you will be able to defeat them with full power. Moving on, February 1st starts with Mercury to enter into Capricorn. So the Lord of your 12th house is in the 4th house. So what is the connection? That 4th house, 12th house connection here. That means if there is any planning related to travel to a foreign country, this is the time that your planning will fructify and you will get some beautiful results from Mercury entering into Capricorn sign. Your mother, you will be very, during this time, there will be separation from mother, or maybe you can go away from your homeland. This is what happens when Mercury, ever the 12th house Lord comes in the 4th house. So maybe can be for a very short time, or maybe for a vacation or something, but yes, you will be going here during this period. Later on, because this period is now occupied by Sun, as well as it is being occupied by Mercury, so there must be plans of, if you are shifting to another place, you will need real estate, or maybe some people may be buying a vehicle or real estate during this time, because February 5th, Mars enters into Capricorn and becomes exalted here. Owner of the seventh house, Rohitji, exalted 10th from itself. So that means a good gain in profession, good gain in name and fame. On the other hand, gain in terms of your anything related to your land and vehicle. Very prominent Mars here. Later, Venus enters into Capricorn. Now, Venus is the lord of the Lagna, coming into the fourth house will make sure that there is luxury added to your home. So maybe you are buying a luxury car or a house during this period. So all the best for it. But there will be luxury for sure. It will be coming to you. This is a very favorable place for Venus. Here, remember, the Yoga Karka planet, that is Saturn, in this chart is in a Yoga Karka position only, is in a Mool Trikon position. So that means lot of desires that you have will also be fulfilled during this period. Only heaviness that Saturn is putting here in this chart is on the seventh house of relationships by the third aspect. So there will be trouble in love and relationships. So only that is the problem. Otherwise, everything is favorable in terms of getting some real estate. This is the best period for Libra ascendant people. February 13th, Sun will enter into Aquarius, Rohitji. Now, Sun here is the lord of the 11th house, coming into the fifth house, and that means seventh from the 11th. Some kind of partnerships with some kind of friends, or your networking into your networking, you will be doing some kind of partnerships. Your goals will be able to complete. See, Sun is putting an aspect on its own house. Your goals will be able to be complete. You will also there can be good chances of you getting into any kind of startups. Like, remember this date, 13th of February is the time for Libra ascendant people to do startups. If they want to start something new, this is the exact time that you should do it. Very good time for children, anyone who's planning to start their family. Exactly good time. Higher education, anyone wants to go abroad for studies, or in fact also apply for bigger higher courses. Very good for you. Very nice time for you. Because later on, if you see, Mercury, the ninth house lord, comes ninth from itself. The ninth house lord comes ninth from itself and sits in the fifth house. So if foreign education is now here a point, that you want to do any kind of foreign education, any kind of education in a foreign country. So this is going to be a positive period for everyone, Rohitji. What do you think, Rohitji, about Mercury coming ninth from the ninth?
Mercury coming ninth from ninth, I think this is a very well placement. And Mercury coming ninth from nine, as you always say, Bhavat Bhavam. This is the biggest example of Bhavat Bhavam. That if ninth house is a Bhagya, then always say fifth house is also Bhagya, Mahabhagya, you can say. So Bhagya house Lord going to Bhagya house. This is beautiful
Yeah, this is
combination.
going to be destiny going in a crazy good way. But
Hmm.
February is mostly the month related to real estate or
Yeah.
shifting. Many
Oh,
people, real estate shifting startups. These are the three things that are highlighted for the month of February. Moving on to March, Rohitji, Mercury enters into Pisces. Now the Lagna Lord has gone 10th from itself and become debilitated. So where is the problem in daily work and routine? Sorry, the ninth house Lord, not the Lagna Lord. So where is the problem? Daily work and routine. There will be trouble in daily work and routine. There can be jealousy. There can be problems. In fact, you will be the problem that you will create some kind of trouble because Rahu is sitting here with Mercury, so can be a little bit challenge. Hopefully, make sure that you do not do anything unethical during this period. Venus will enter into Aquarius now. Rohitji, Venus, the lord of the Lagna, entering into the fifth house makes a Rajyog. It is the fifth house is a very, very extremely important house. Here, the Lagna Lord coming here will give you lot of results of your past life karmas. Whenever you will see Venus here, you past life or past time karma, like maybe what you have done in a year, month ago, you were supposed to get it. That is what you'll get. People who are in speculation may earn good money in stock markets, in anything related to stocks. You may earn good money during this period. In terms of those who are planning for a kid, now Venus is the Karaka of birth. Birth happens to Venus. Very simply, if you see sperm and the egg of the female and the male sperm, they come together and it is called Shukranu. Both the things are called Shukranu. That means Shukranu. That means something that comes out of Venus. Very Sanskrit is very, very good. Sometimes without telling anything, it tells everything. Coming in the fifth house of progeny, you can say that yes, there is going to be good chances of getting into a childbirth during this period. So all the best. Later on, Sun on 14th of March enters to Pisces. Here, very good Sun came to Pisces because Mercury entered Pisces. Rohitji, it is not very, very fast here at the moment, but still, it is going to be coming in very close conjunction with Sun, and Sun will make it combust. Once Sun make it combust, so lot of problems in your work area actually stops for you during this period. But on the other hand, the 11th house Lord in the sixth house, uh, in fact, if you see sixth house, 11th house is sixth from the sixth. That means this is a time of trouble, some kind of health problems, especially in your leg area. You will see during this period, or some kind of boil, or some kind of problem, some kind of infection in your leg, either toenails, either legs, either thighs. There can be something like this. So just take care of it. Immediately seek medical assistance. 15th of Mars also says that thank you so much. I was exalted for a long period of time. Now I am coming to sit with Saturn. It will come and meet Saturn in the fifth house. Here it becomes a very big yoga for marriage. Those people who want to get married, this is the right time for them. If they plan in February, this March 15th onwards, very good because the seventh house Lord is sitting 11th from itself. This is a very, very extremely good yoga. So that means you can actually have some kind of um, new idea in marriage and stuff. So all the best. Mangal Karya. Always marriage is considered with Mangal only. Mangal is the Karaka of marriage. When we say anything to any husband and wife, we say Mangal Ho. When the guy puts anything in the neck of a girl, it is Mangal Sutra, Mangal Dosha, Mangal. Everything starts with Mangal, 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 Mangal. So Mars is very, very extremely important for marriage, and this is the time for Libra ascendant people. If they're watching it in the beginning of the year, plan your marriage if you want to during this, if you're for the right age. Later, Mercury enters into Aries, Rohitji. Now, here it has ended its debilitation and moved to Aries on March 26th. Now, here the Lord of the 12th house is in the 7th house. So that means maybe after marriage or maybe during the marriage, there may be some travel or there may be some expenses that will come to you in terms of partnerships and relationships. Expenses will be on the rise. That is what you can expect during this period. 31st of March, Venus will enter into Pisces now. Now, Rohitji, Venus, I have seen one very good chart here, Rohitji. A person I know who has Libra ascendant and Venus in the sixth house. She she is an actress and a comedian from Brazil. Just imagine, Rohitji, a debilitated Venus And Mercury is in a good position. Mercury is sitting in the ninth house, by the way, but a debilitated Venus, and on top of that, she became an actor. Sorry. Exalted Venus, and she became an actor, and that too a comedian. Sorry, I went into complete debilitation. I was saying the debilitation aspect on the 12th house. Yeah, it made her actor. The only thing is that now, because it is exalted in a place, the sixth house, so she became very famous, or famous in her local area only, in her local community. Why? Because the debilitated aspect come on the 12th house, so internationally she will not be able to get fame. But in her local area, she is very famous. So see, this is also how it works for all the people. Anyways, moving on. So Venus becomes exalted here. So very good dasha, very good time for all the Lagnesh is getting exalted in the sixth house. So lot of new things that you can expect from your work area. Lot of new things that you can expect in your workplace, in your routine, in your daily things. Work will be at peak during this period. So amazing for you. Later on, April comes. Now April is the month of lot of new things, and number one of that being is that Mercury will retrograde on 2nd of April in Aries, Rohitji. So here in the 7th house, Mercury says, okay, I am ready to get retrograde. It will become retrograde, and it will start showing. So Mercury retrogrades here, Rohitji, in the 7th house, and from 7th house it will be going back to the 6th house. But between this time, when Mercury is retrograde, on 8th of April, there is a total solar eclipse. So, Mercury being retrograde here, you have to be extremely careful about your relationships, because this is where the problem can arise. A planet that rules your ninth house and the planet rules your 12th house can cause trouble into relationships, and your destiny will not be working in your favor during that time. So, what we can do is just be extremely careful. 8th of April, there will be a total solar eclipse in the 6th house. So, see, Venus on the other hand is exalted here. So, Lagan Lord has taken a lot of responsibility. Finally, you're saved in that way. That, oh, I am going to be taking a lot of responsibility. Whenever Venus becomes. So, imagine there is only one planet like Venus who owns the first house and the eighth house together, like Mars. Have you seen? He owns Dushtana also and the Lagna also. So for him, whenever Venus becomes exalted, it is a double yoga, because it is also making a Viprit Raj Yoga as well as it is getting exalted here. So double Raj Yoga. So Venus is very powerful at this position. Here, Mercury retrograde, there's a total solar eclipse. So very extremely careful about your health. Make sure pregnant ladies and those who are into, giving or planning the child and stuff, do not go out of the house. We will make a separate video for that. But yes, total solar eclipse. And 9th of April, Mercury enters into Pisces, and here another third Raj Yoga happens, and that is Neech Bhang Raj Yoga. Neech Bhang Raj Yoga plus Viprit Raj Yoga plus Lagna Lord exalted. So three very big Raj Yogas happening. That means there is going to be a very big transformation in your life in terms of your work and career area. Extremely big transformation, and this transformation means that there can be some good investment coming from a foreign country to you. So all the best. Later on, this was not enough. For 13th till 23rd, this is the one of the best ever time for Libra ascendant people. Best ever means best ever. You can mark all your work, biggest work, to happen between 13th to 23rd. Because Rohitji, here, what is happening is that there is Viprit Raj Yoga, there is Raj Yoga, there is Neech Bhang Raj Yoga, there is Venus exalted. On the other hand, there is Sun exalted. So many good things happening at the same time. It is the best time. Mid-April is the best time. 13th to 23rd is the best ever time for Libra ascendant people. So plan all your big things during this time. Write it down. Write down these notes. Later, Mars also says, "Why should I be alone?" He also comes into the sign of Virgi. On the other hand, if you see here, Jupiter is Venus is making Viprit Rajyog. On the head, if Mercury is niche, then also it is making Viprit Raj Yoga. So it is owner of the 12th house sitting in the 6th house.
Mm.
So what a beautiful Raj Yog. So many Raj Yogs at the one at once. So extremely good.
But sixth house got overcrowded, I think.
Only problem is really Rahu is sitting here. There is not about overcrowded.
Hmm.
Rahu is here, and Rahu can cause lot of mental trouble
But
and maybe
but I
things.
think one beautiful thing is there. You see, Rahu is here, and maybe he can say, "Oh, I am here in transit, so I will, control this house, and you have to work according to me." But on other way, if you see, Mangal is here, who controls Rahu. So this
Rahu.
is the thing that Mangal say, "Okay, I am here. My duty is to control you."
Exactly. So Rahu will not be able to act very smart. On top
Hmm.
of that, yes, Rahu did its job, right?
Hmm.
Just 2 days ago, if you saw, like just a few days ago, Sun was into total solar eclipse, so it was completely challenged on
Hmm.
all the way.
Hmm.
So yes, so Rahu had shown his power already.
Hmm.
Mars entered into Pisces, Rohitji. Here it is the again the sixth house. I tell everyone that whenever Mars comes to sixth house, eighth house, 12th house, donate blood because Mars can demand blood from you during this time. So it is better to donate blood. It is Markesh, extreme Markation coming into the sixth house. So careful. Venus enters into Aries, Rohitji, here on 24th of April. Now, Venus is the Lagna Lord coming into the seventh from itself. That means some relationship will be restored. There will be some good news in relationships because it is a very important planet for relationships as it will be aspecting your first house. So, you will be able to now compromise or come into the zone of adjustments in relationships. So, all the best. Mercury later says, okay, I'm in debilitated position. I'm not making any Raj Yog now. Let me turn direct. It turns direct. Here, the biggest thing is that if there is some association in a foreign country, you are going to make it because of Mercury aspecting your 12th house, and that is an exalted aspect. But only because Ketu is there, so someone can also try to con you from a foreign country. So be very careful. Because of Mercury placement and weak Mercury, they will be able to play with your mind. So I think go with lot of logic. I have someone in Dubai, Rohitji. So someone called them and said, "We are calling from the police, this and that, and we want you to join the police." And they had this kind of things that we will do an interview and this and that. And they were not sending any mail from an official ID or something. They say it's a very secret thing. We cannot send you from the. I said, "Come on, man, it is fraud. What are you thinking? Are you thinking it's real? Why will police do this?" I said, "Go to the police and ask them, is there anything kind of such kind of stuff?" So she went and then they got to know that no, there is nothing, something like this. So such kind of fraud, from foreign country can happen with you. So be careful. Do not give your credentials, your information to anyone. Keep be safe. April ends and comes May. The biggest event in happening in May is that your Jupiter is going to make a Viprit Rajyog. On top of that, it is coming to your 8th house in the biggest transit to Taurus. So here Jupiter makes a very big move, and as soon as he makes move, is all the aspects change. So Jupiter will now aspect your 12th house, your second house, and Jupiter will now aspect your fourth house. So number one thing that comes to your mind whenever Jupiter comes into the 8th house aspects fourth and 12th together, that means change of residence. This is the time that people might go into change of residence. This is the time that people's bank balance will increase. This is the time that there will be lot of research or studies or occult, like many Libra people will be coming to astrologers to do their chart, get their chart done because it is coming to the 8th house for them. So this is that time of higher learning as well as occult knowledge, deep knowledge, some kind of research based work, and getting some money from your investments or your partnerships that you have done. So very good, man. Good, good transit. Mercury enters Aries in the seventh house. Relationships, again, be careful. There can be some trouble in relationship. Is a 12th house lord, ninth house lord sitting in the seventh house can create some good luck from travel, but other hand, it will create some problem from relationships. Sun enters into Taurus, Rohitji. Now, here, Sun is the lord of the 11th house and it is sitting in the 8th house. What will Sun do? Immediately, Jupiter is at a very low degree right now. Immediately come and combust Jupiter. So, Jupiter will not be able to give its very extremely good results because Sun will make it combust. But still, there is no enmity between them. So, Sun will also try to give you some gains suddenly, because it is the owner of the 11th house. 11th house is also the house of diseases. So make sure that do not do extra stunt or something, like be very normal. Don't try new sports during this period. Venus enters into Taurus, Noiji. Now here Venus, the Lagna Lord coming into the 8th house, it has come just to say that hello Jupiter, how are you? I am Venus, I own this chart and you are here in my 8th house. I hope that you feel comfortable. I am here to bring a lot of comfort to you and I'm going to give you whatever you need to stay in this house and have fun. And in this way, Venus says that I have a lot of good partnerships and I'm going to give you profit from that. You can do a lot of good things in the for this native, for a foreign country, for the investments, and for the 4th house, that is for the residence. If there is inheritance that is supposed to be getting something, this is the time that things will initiate for you as soon as Venus and Jupiter comes together. Later, May of 31st, Mercury enters into Taurus. Now Mercury also comes here and says, why the hell I am all away from this? I want to make a Viprit Raj Yog because I am the owner of the 12th house. I will come in the 8th house, make a very good Raj Yog. Start giving some trouble through communication in the area related to family, inheritance, all the things that is going on in your life. Or research, that your research will not be very, very accurate and you will have to face some problem. But Viprit Raj Yog planets later on gives very good results. So hopefully very good for you. Later on, June 1st, Mars will enter into Aries. Mars comes to the own sign Maraka in the Maraka house and 8th house so crowded, 6th house with Rahu. Number one risk is accident. There is no other risk here. There is risk of sudden event in your life that can create trouble. And this whole risk is from 1st of June till 12th of June, till the time Venus does not leave here. So number one problem comes is problem in relationships and accident. Or sudden ups and downs, job losses. Many things can happen during this period. So, not a very favorable, June is not a favorable time for people. Now, here you have to also remember that it is all because of your Dasha and Antardasha. Nothing is like because of your Dasha and Antardasha. If it is, if your Dasha and Antardasha is Ketu and Jupiter, these planets will not give you a lot of big effect in your life. But if your Dasha and Antardasha is Jupiter, and Mars, then this is going to give you a trouble, or then this is going to be very potent for you. So it completely depends on your chart. 12th of December, Venus enters into Gemini, Lagna Lord in the ninth house, Bhagya Uday. If you were into trouble, if there was problems that was going on now, your destiny will start supporting you and you will come out of it. Mercury says, okay, let me also go into Gemini, into my own house, give more power to your destiny, more power to the destiny, higher education, foreign travel. Everything is in your favor during this period. Your communication will be at peak and you will be able to solve every problem that comes your way. In fact, your mentors or people who you trust so much will be coming here to help you, save you during this period. Sun enters into Gemini. Now, Sun is the 11th house lord, and now it is sitting 11th from itself. That means complete destiny change. Very good destiny news. The problem that you were faced from 1st till 12th, now everything is going to go away in 12th, 14th, and 15th. Your peace is restored during this period, and communication becomes very extremely good because of the aspect of all three planets on the third house. Short distance, long distance journeys, travel for pilgrimage, travel from vacation, travel for higher education, everything is seen during this period. Then Mercury enters into Cancer, into the 10th house. Here the Mercury is going to make a very extremely good yoga also. Again, Rohitji, the ninth house lord sitting 10 like, first from itself in the 10th house, and the 11th house lord, 12th house lord is exalted here. It's 11th from the 12th house. So what does it mean? It means that there will be professional growth, elevation in professional life, gains from professional life. Mark this date, 29 June, you are going to start getting gains from your professional life. Then the second biggest event of the year, Saturn. Saturn gets retrograde. Now Saturn is in your fifth house. Now fifth house, it was slowly getting your work to place. It was slowly getting your education. It was slowly helping you, to come to a position of conceiving. So many things it was happening. And what is happening now? Saturn becomes retrograde in Aquarius. Saturn getting retrograde here is a challenge. because this is the time when Saturn will say, okay, rethink everything about your kids, rethink about your startups, rethink about your education, rethink about your happiness, rethink about your karma, and rethink about your luck. Everything is going to be rethink. Until the Saturn time Saturn, that is for 140 days, it will not become direct. So this will be the time of introvert sadhana. That means go inside yourself and try to repair all the wrong things that you have done, especially in your romance area also, because Saturn from here puts an debilitated aspect on your seventh house. So this is that time. Later on, July comes, and July Venus enters into Cancer. Now Venus is entering into Cancer on 7th of July. What is happening? The Lagna Lord in the 10th house makes a very again good yoga where your professional elevation happens. Mars enters into Taurus Rohit in the 8th house. What happens here? That Mars is the owner of the 7th house, gains from partnerships, gains from some kind of partners, or maybe gains from your in laws, or maybe gains in occult knowledge, or gains in some breakthrough in astrology. Those people who are to Libra ascendant, some breakthrough they will get. Sun enters into Cancer. Now, Sun also enters into the 10th house. Now, this is not a very good position of Sun because Sun is sitting 12th from itself, from the 11th house. So, no, this is not a very good position for Sun. Here, your status has to be completely depending on your Dasha and Antardasha will decide your status. Either it can become very, very good, or either Sun can destroy your reputation also. So, both the things can happen depending on your Dasha and Antardasha. Mercury, on the other hand, enters Leo. So Mercury is going to make you spend money during this period. Now the spending time has started. So we were doing very good. We did a lot of research. Then came our destiny was in full support. Then our career was at peak. Now we got a lot of gains. And now what is happening? Expenses will start happening. But before that, expenses come. Mercury here in the 11th house will give you a lot of gains from foreign countries. Then comes Venus, lot of gain through your own effort also in your home country. So two things, gain starts for you. Then August 5th, Mercury retrogrades into Leo. Mercury says, okay, I am not ready yet for all the gains that you need to receive. You need to receive more. So for that, you will have to do more karmas. So now it will be starting to going back. But Sun says, while Mercury is acting this way, let me get back into my own house. So Sun enters Leo on 16th of August. And here it restores all the gains that you are supposed to receive. Extreme gains you will get during this period. Lagna Lord and the 11th house Lord in conjunction makes a Raj Yoga. So here, this Raj Yoga is going to give you money, gains. All your goals will be done. Your networking will be at peak. People will love you. You will be so much loved by everyone during this period. That is great. In fact, your love life also can become very extremely, extremely positive for this stretch. Later on, Mercury says, okay, let me back get into Cancer. And here it gets back into Cancer and says that, okay, there are a lot of achievements that I have to do in my professional area. Let me do it. And it will do that professional achievements. By that time, Venus will say, okay, I am going to Virgo. Because we got so much gains, now this is the time that some kind of insect is biting us inside now, that we have to go and spend this money. And what we will do is we will go and spend this money and spend this money on luxury, spend this money headlessly, spend this money on people we things we don't even require at all. Because Ketu is sitting there and Ketu is telling Venus that why are you worried? Spend, don't worry, don't. Because Ketu wants you to detach from money, so it will want all your money to go away. What is the best option here? Look at the second house. It is ruled by uh, Mars. And what is Mars? Mars is anything that is related to coming something coming out of the earth. So why not invest into money related to gold, silver, platinum? Take small bars and keep it. All the gains that you get. Why do you want to spend? Yeah, you will be spending the money, but you will be spending into a fixed asset. Spending is going to be there. You will be spending on luxury because buying gold is luxury. You will be spending into luxury because buying silver is luxury. Or if you have excess money, you will be spending money. You will be buying a real estate that is again related to Mars. So Rohit, so many things you can think other way. But you have a good car, you just want another one because to show other people that we are affluent and rich. This is stupidity. Ask yourself what is necessity and what is requirement. Then only go for it. Venus enters Virgo. Here it also becomes debilitated, Rohit. So here Ketu is with a debilitated planet and that too Lagna Lord debilitated. So the decision should be taken beforehand Jupiter Venus becomes debilitated, not after Venus becomes debilitated. So that is extremely important to understand. August 26th, Mars enters into Gemini, into the ninth house. Here it creates some kind of trouble in your relationships and your speech related problem. But on the other hand, Mars has a very good side here in the ninth house. It's a very spiritual planet. So it will make sure that it will give you some kind of courage to fight any kind of situation that comes in front of you. So it is also good. Later on, we say Mercury turns direct into Cancer. So Mercury says, okay, finally, this is the time that expenses are happening. I need to go and take charge of the gains house immediately. And especially, I have to make sure that all the professional gains that are supposed to be gotten by this native will start. I will start giving them professional gains. Then comes the month of September, Rohitji. Here, September 4th, Mercury will enter into Leo, 11th house. Gains from foreign lands, lot of wishes coming true. Sun is there. Sun is going to give very good results. And from 4th till 16th, this combination, Buddha Aditya Yoga, is going to be very extremely potent and lot of blessings you are going to get during this period. Later than that, if you see, Sun will enter into Virgo, into the 12th house. This Sun going from the 11th house to the 12th house is very favorable because first of all, it will control Ketu. Second, it will also make sure that Venus comes into its complete, chakra view, or at least for the time, at least there only for 2 days. But yes, it is coming into complete chakra view, and Venus is leaving right this house. So Sun will take over and make sure that the leftover losses that you are supposed to get, you do not incur that losses during this period. But if you are doing any losses related to spirituality, anything related to charity, it is going to bring 10 folds to you during this period. So whenever Lagna Lord is in the 12th house from itself, do a lot of donations because it is going to bring tenfold during that period. September 18th, Venus enters into Libra. Now, Venus entering into Libra, Rohitji, here, that means the Lagna Lord has come and restored itself, or will try to now repair himself in the Lagna and seeing that, oh my God, it was like a very big trip everywhere I went, and now I'm finally in my house. I just want to relax here. So this is going to happen in the from 18th of September. Your Lagna will be occupied by Venus. Lot of good restoration towards your beauty, towards your happiness, towards your attitude, towards what you think about people, what think of people think about you, and this is the time you will be working a lot on your appearance, on your what you say, on your personality. Ruji, I have to make a confession. All the girlfriends that I had in my world life were all either Taurus or Libra.
Venus. That means Venus is a main factor.
And I got married to someone who's Cancer ascendant.
Oh,
Moon. So Moon is permanent. But all the girls, everyone I see a chart. It is either Taurus, either Libra. Anyone I like, anyone that might like me now, it's not possible because of my I don't look good and all. But in my earlier area, what you're saying, yes, you should say no. You look good.
no, absolutely, because you are in such a condition that now this time, your knowledge is your key. And every person likes you. If I answer 100 comments in a
Without
day, 99 comments is Akash ji, Akash ji, Akash ji, Akash ji. Always
no,
Akash
Ruchi,
ji.
it is not that way, Ruchi, not true. Somehow, I feel that I don't know something I lack. But yes, I have seen all the Libra ascendant and all the Taurus ascendant. Only those people are the one who can get along with me very nicely in a very lovey-dovey way.
Hmm.
So if any Libra ascendant person wants to meet me, I can give you my phone number.
Always on the screen.
Oh, this the team will read. I have my personal number also for you. Anyways, kidding. So September 18th, Venus enters into Libra. This is the time you will contact Akashji and you will say, Akashji, very nice video, this and that. So, such kind of flirting will happen. But yes, this is the time when people will look at you and you will try to be a very different kind of personality because you have gone through a lot. And especially because of the spending that you have done on luxury will be showing up during this period. All this is happening, Rohitji, but then Mercury says, why? Why me? I will become the powerful here. I will become the power here. Let me get their destiny to the peakest level. This is the time that Libra ascendant people are planning for a holiday now. This is the time they will be saying that, okay, this is good time, let's go out somewhere. Because your 12th house lord is now become exalted in the 12th house itself. Venus in the first house and 12th house lord in the 12th house exalted, especially 9th house lord also in the 12th house, will give you some kind of long distance journey during this period. Again, I am saying that I am all free. You can call me and we can go together. I have no problem at all. So, Libra ascendant people, this is going to be happening in the month of September 23. Spirituality will be at peak all the year because Ketu Maharaj is in your 12th house. I was doing a consultation to the Rohitji of a person who's a very, very decent, good person from Toronto. He said, as soon as Ketu came, everything destroyed, man. Everything gone. My money gone, my this gone, my that gone, my relationship gone. I have legal implications and whatnot. I said the only thing that you can do when Ketu is in position like this and Ketu Dasha is there is surrender. Even Lord Shiva and the gods surrender in front of Ketu. So who are we? We have to surrender in front of Ketu. If it is in the first house, you have to surrender to your own self and believe in yourself. It is in the second house, you have to make sure that you surrender to your family. It is in the third house, you surrender to your neighborhood, siblings, and social media. Fourth house, surrender to your mother. Fifth house, surrender to your children. Sixth house, surrender to your enemies. Seventh house, surrender to your partner. Eighth house, again, surrender to your own knowledge. Ninth house, surrender to your gurus. 10th house, surrender in your career. 11th house, surrender again in your friends and colleagues. And 12th house, surrender to God. Very simple 12 houses and surrender of Ketu. I'm going to be making a very extreme big video on this, that why you have to surrender when Ketu is in whatever house. Surrender to it and you will start getting good results. And the food of Ketu is spirituality. So you know lion, how a lion works. You go into the, or how a bird or a dog works. So if you feed a bird a lot of things, or if you feed lion its own meal, right? Whole meal is there and lion ate it. Then, if you put meal in front of him, lion will not eat it. He will say, "I am full, lion. I don't want it." But what will human do? They have one food, another food will come. They will say, "Okay, let me taste it a little bit." So this is the difference between a human and an animal. Same way for planets like Ketu. Ketu is a vulture, by the way. Do you know that? Vulture. So if they eat, they will eat, and they will not take another bite if their stomach is full. So what I'm trying to explain is that if you have spirituality in the biggest possible way in your chart, or biggest possible way in your life, Ketu's stomach will be so full that it will not eat another things. That is why it is said that during Ketu period, introvert sadhana is required. That means get into a lot of deep meditation. And when Ketu is in your 12th house here, in your lagna, in your natal chart, in transit, you should become completely fill yourself with so much spirituality that there is no other place of for Ketu to act on you. Like it completely be happy in spiritual life. And now the definition of spirituality is not doing Ram or Krishna. It is a part of spirituality, but it is not spirituality. Spirituality means how you will spend your time, how you will spend your life for other people, time and life, and sacrifices that you can make for other people. That is spirituality. Selflessly. Everyone is here right now, everyone who's watching. Tell me the last time that you went and actually took soil in your hand and said, "Thank you, dear earth. You are so beautiful." The biggest burden that you take on yourself all day is our buildings where we stay, where we rest, and you keep us so safe. No one has done it. Because the problem is that when we get something in free, right, we do not acknowledge it. Sun is out there. We can go and give water to sun every day, but everyone is lazy. Sun is not asking for your water. Sun is asking for gratitude. That okay, scientifically it is proven when you go and give water to the sun in the morning, your body absorbs a lot of vitamin D, and there is no problem in your bones. Sun is the karak of bones. And then you complain that, oh no, I'm getting arthritis. Why? Because you've not even given some respect to the sun. So first start respecting the nature around you. Go and plant trees. When is the last time you went out and said, okay, I'll take 10 plants and I will plant it so that it becomes become bigger trees if they have their destiny to grow. So do this natural thing. This is spirituality. This is actual spirituality. That is true spirituality. Not saying Ram Ram all day. Get up in the morning, say Ram Nam, do your prayers. But that does not have to become for a long period that, oh, today I did not do this, I will get in trouble. No, that is not how it works. Today, what you did not do is that you did not do anything for the universe out there. I'm sorry I'm become giving a lot of jargon, but this is true, man. You cannot come to an astrologer and then say that this is happening. Have you done anything to get anything in return, right? When we go to buy something, we pay $10, we get the shirt, right? So we have done something to get something in return. We go and stand there, they will say, go away from here. Why are you here? So you have to do something to get something in return. So do this spirituality. Mercury enters into Virgo, your spiritual level is going to go very, very extreme up. So all the best for your spirituality, as well as some foreign travel is going to be seen. Now, after, if you want to hear so many of this kind of beautiful things from me and this pravachan, you can take me for holidays. October 9th, 2024, Rohiji, Jupiter retrogrades in Taurus. Now, this is the third biggest event after Jupiter entering Taurus. Then Saturn becomes retrograde, and now Jupiter also becomes retrograde. October month is the most difficult, crucial month for every ascendant, not only you, but every ascendant. And I will say why. Number one, it starts with Jupiter being retrograde. So your eighth house, in your eighth house, Jupiter becomes retrograde. So a lot of things are going to be out of your control in terms of your decision making in related to your travel. That is travel for education. That is travel. That is your money investment things. And thirdly, will be your real estate decisions or car decisions. These are the things, or the decisions related to mother's health, or family. These are the things that will be affected. That means there will be delay starting. Mercury enters into Libra. Now, this is a good thing when the 12th house enters into the first house. So, give you a lot of good karma that you have taken away from spiritual journey. So, it will add you a lot of happiness here. Then Venus enters into Scorpio. Venus, the lord of the first, enters into the second house. So, gains from your personal ability starts to begin. Your speech, your money increases, because even Jupiter's aspect on this area in retrograde motion does not affect the money, will still be increasing. Now what happens is from 17th of October, Sun enters Libra and gets debilitated. So Sun is debilitated. On the other hand, uh, other day, 20th of October, Mars also enters Cancer and becomes debilitated. So what is happening? There are two planets in your Kendra and one planet in your Trikona. They are the very auspicious places where they become, two planets become debilitated, one planet becomes retrograde, that is Saturn, Yoga Karka planet. This is such a struggle time, man. Your lagna has a weak, there will be problems from the government, there can be problems from some kind of authority. On the other hand, your courage will be like zero, you will not be able to work, your workplace will give you troubles. There will be challenges there. So everything has to be tackled. And you know why this happened? Because of lot of expenses. People, what happens when you do a lot of expenses in the 12th house? People put bad evil eye on you. They think that, oh, this person is doing so good, why am our life not like that? So this is the result of that. And for that you need to be careful before only all this happens. Yes, your Mars is going to get debilitated, your Sun is going to get debilitated, but what are you planning to do about it? How do you control these planets? By remedies. That is very important. And before that only, that there's going to be gains, and then there is going to be a fall. So understand that, just keep your life very neutral. Don't over expect, or expenses should not be over. Nowadays everything comes to expenses only in the end of the day. Relationship and expenses, they are the two things that has to be taken care of during this period, and especially your career area. With Venus being in the second house, your speech will be good, but on other hand, your 10th house is going to be face extreme hardships during this period. Mars debilitated, hardships. Here, Rohitji, Mercury also enters into Scorpio into the second house. So, the 12th house Lord sitting third from itself in the second house will also create little bit of issues in your speech, and there can be some miscommunication. Because of that, you may have to have some kind of trouble. But this is only for October and very little period, because November Venus enters into Sagittarius. hardship continues, but you will get a lot of courage to work towards it, and you will get ideas to come out of all these problems. And as all this is happening, Saturn says, "What the hell is happening in my friend's chart? In my where I'm Yoga Karka?" And then he becomes direct and says, "Okay, let me take the command." Here, Sun is still, 15th. It is still debilitated. On the other hand, Cancer, that is Mars, is also debilitated. But Saturn says, "No, let me take charge because I am the owner of the fifth house here. I want to take extreme charge." And it puts everything to place, Saturn. Because the next day only, Sun enters Scorpio. But before that, Saturn is going to be aspecting your 11th house, restoring all the gains that you're supposed to get, or all the problems that you're supposed to face. Your goals is going to be achieved. Your relationship can improve if you have worked on it, because it is putting a debilitated aspect on the seventh house, but it can improve. And other than that, Mercury retrogrades into Scorpio 26th of November. So in the second house, Sun enters into Scorpio. Sun in the Scorpio is going to give good results because it is getting fourth from itself. So there can be some buying of fixed asset during this period. Those who are going through troublesome time also will be able to buy some kind of fixed asset. That can be either a car or either anything related to a real estate. Mercury retrogrades in Scorpio. Now, Mercury is the 12th house lord. Here, it's again very good. It is always retrograding in places where it is required. Here, it is getting retrograde. And December 2nd, Venus will enter into Capricorn, into the fourth house, restoring lot of inner peace. Okay. Mars will say, "I am not ready yet. I will retrograde." So, it retrogrades in Cancer in your 10th house. But because Venus is sitting in the fourth house and aspecting the 10th house, there will be some relief in your career area. See, everything what I'm talking about is very logical. I'm not making things up. It is all in front of you. That's why we put the planets in places so you can examine yourself. Oh my God, this is going to happen. I have not forgotten Jupiter here. Jupiter here is right now retrograde. So it is affecting your fourth house where Venus is sitting. But remember, Venus is the Lagna Lord, and Lagna Lord in and Kendra Lord in the Kendra is very, very powerful. Mars, on the other hand, is seventh house lord, and seventh house lord in the 10th house is very, very powerful. So both things are like both the planets are at extreme power and they are like immediate looking at each other. But here Venus wins, by the way, because Venus is the owner of this kundali. So Venus will restore a lot of peace for you. Mars retrograde in Cancer, it will try to again create a lot of disruption in your work area. So unfortunately, before the beginning of the year, you should be able to achieve all your goals. Here, things will be slow for you. Sun enters into Sagittarius, Roji, into the third house, restoring lot of happiness, communication, and things related in your. How communication can help you during this period is because of Sun, the 11th house Lord in the third house. Socially, you will be so popular that no one will be able to harm you during this period. So, very good news for all the people. In fact, all your neighbors and your brothers and your sisters, they will also love you. Lot of support from them also you're going to get. Mercury finally says, "Okay, let me turn direct into Scorpio and move forward." So he will turn direct into Scorpio and restore a lot of happiness that is related to your family, about your money. Money investments will now start acting. Like this is the time when it is retrograde, your stock market will be red. And as soon as it turns direct, your stock market starts going green. This is what it means. And later, last day of the year, December 28th, Venus will enter into Aquarius, into the fifth house. Lagna Lord in the fifth house makes a Raj Yog, makes a very good yog, and sitting with Mool Trikon sign planet, it is going to give you a rise in destiny. And that means your 2025 also starts with an amazing, amazing news for you. So, all the best, all the Libra ascendant people. I hope that always we have been trying to be very kind, very nice, and do as things as per your requirements. Here also we have gone day by day deep into deep about all the transits of 2024, and I hope that you like it. If there is any mistake that happens from me, my team, from Rohit ji, from anyone, I ask for forgiveness. Now there is another thing, that there is a simple wealth yantra in the end of the video which you can make. But before that, I would like Rohit ji to say a few words.
Yes, and I was so, interested to see your this prediction thing when you say that your 2024 is going to end very good and 2025 is very good also. So I say, okay, let's play it will be like January 2025. So I want to see what will happen in January 2025. But yes, but very interesting date by date. But still, this is generic prediction. So if 100 people are watching, for example, maybe 60 can say or 45 can say this is not matching with me, because every chart is different chart. So that's why we launched this 2024 yearly prediction 2 months back, and lots of numbers of family members of ACS Tro have taken benefit of this. You can also take benefit of this package. Just you have to send your details on the WhatsApp number or the mail ID, or you can visit our website also, and team will contact you, and you will have a video consultation with Akashji, where you and Akashji, like me and Akashji sitting right now, you can sit together and talk to Akashji and plan your Jan to December 2024, and ask him what are the opportunities and which month you need to take care. So this is how you can do and plan your 2024. And the one thing more, few days left, 2024 is starting, and we launch this thing, birthday to birthday horoscope. Now, why this? After 1 year of research, we come to know that uh, Akashji reading daily 4 to 5 hours, and he said, Rohit, I get this thing that birthday is the most important day. That's why birth chart. What is birth chart? When we take birth on this earth, one chart makes, that is a birth chart. So birthday to birthday, destiny always changes. So he say, I am doing research, and then finally decided with team that from January we are launching this birthday to birthday horoscope. Send your details and give this gift birthday to birthday horoscope to your kids, to your family, wife, siblings, parents, so they have their birthday to birthday reading, what you have to donate, what you have to do, how destiny will rise, lots of things. Thank you very much. Your motivation and your blessings give so much power to us to do all these things. Thank you, all the family members of AC Astro. Akashji, now wealth. I'm waiting for wealth.
Yes, so we can make a very beautiful yantra. I have prepared this very simple. It is from Yajurved. Here, this is a four-box mantra and Chohattar mantra, 74. Here it is ring, 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 and 74. And it has to be drawn on a bhojpatra with the paste made out of sandalwood, turmeric, camphor, holy basil, musk, saffron, and gangachal. Once this is done, then take a pen that is made out of that is a stem of pomegranate tree and draw it on this bhojpatra here, which you can see the photo of bhojpatra in the hora of Venus during a Friday, and make sure that it is Shukla Paksh, not Krishna Paksh. The moon should be in waxing position, not in waning position. And this yantra should be is the yantra of Mahalakshmi, and it once created with writing Shreem or thinking about Shreem, Shreem, Shreem chanting, and done in the hora of Venus in a Friday, it will be activated and give you very, very good results. So all the best. Those who cannot make it can go on acastro.ca and also book your yantra there. I will be making you your yantra, making a video for you, make for me making yantra for you and send it to you and yantra also. So all the best. And some remedies. Venus is Shukradev and Shukradev is Mahalakshmi. He's the most biggest upasak of Mahalakshmi. So anything you do to Shukradev or Mahalakshmi Aradhana, Shukradev will become happy. Chanting the mantra Om Shukraya Namaha is also very, very beneficial, and observing fast on Fridays is considered auspicious, and donating white clothes or sweets on Friday is believed to bring positive energies. But better than that, every time remember the biggest ever remedy ever known to mankind is Vishnu Sahasranam. There is nothing bigger than Vishnu Sahasranam and nothing less than Vishnu Sahasranam. It is the most important remedy that you can do. One remedy for every problem that you have in the
Thank you, Akashji.
world.
Thank you. To connecting people with ACSTRO, connecting people with Vedas, Shastras, Vishnu Sahasranam. This is big thing which we are doing across the year. And today ACSTRO 1 year old. Happy birthday once again. And thank you very much. We too sitting like this on the first day in January, and now we are 36,000 plus family. I'm very happy, and happy birthday to all the family members of AC Astro. You are writing comments since yesterday. Happy birthday, congratulations. We are so glad that family member is, when family members say you happy birthday, this is different feeling here. And we are feeling this. Thank you very much, all AC Astro family members. Thank you very much. Thank you, Akashji, for your knowledge, for your guidance, everything. We keep forward such guidance in 2024, 5, 6, 7, and onwards. Thank you very much. Once again, happy birthday. ओम काल भैरवाय नमः। हैप्पी काल
Om
भैरव जयंती। जय श्री राम, जय हनुमान, जय माता दी। ओम नमः शिवाय, जय माता लक्ष्मी।